What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing episode number 26 of I Build Your Teams, the series where I build my viewers' teams into the best teams possible for my team, showdown, or whatever you might play. Basically, just help you build the best 10-man lineup you possibly can. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, in today's episode, we have an extra special guest in Evan Tanaka. Doing another collab video. We're trying to get these to y'all on a weekly basis every single Sunday, and I think this one's going to be fun. So how we doing, Evan? Appreciate you doing this with me.
Yeah, we're doing good, man. Excited to get another video for you guys here on the channel. Another collab video. Gonna try to do these every single Sunday. We're talking about maybe doing a pack and play next Sunday, maybe a pack opening video, a wager, something like that. I think could be very exciting for you guys. But excited for this video here today to give you guys our best suggestions to help improve your teams.
I think a pack and play would be a blast. If y'all have any ideas, leave in the comment. Let us know what you would like to see for a collab video in the future, because we could do a lot of fun different things. So if y'all have any creative ideas, feel free to let us know. With that being said, also make sure y'all go sub to Evan's channel if you don't already. We're doing another one of these over on his channel, and obviously we're doing a collab video on his channel every Sunday, just like mine. And this is the second time we've recorded this video, so I screwed up the audio on the first one, which is my bad. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Evan for having to deal with me and waste extra time having to record this video again. But with that being said, the first team comes in from GH. He's got 350,000 MT. Wondering what changes he should make. The first thing I notice is a obvious one. James Harden should be swapped out for Austin Reeves, especially because your Harden is sellable. That's a 300,000 MT profit right there, selling Harden and buying Caruso. And Caruso's the better card. To me, that's an absolute no-brainer. Your shooting guards I like, and once you have Caruso, your point guards with Caruso and Reeves I totally like as well. Small forwards, honestly, PG's good. You could potentially sell him, is kind of my thought, and move Giannis to the 3. So then you run Jaren and McAdoo as your 4s, and then at the 5 you got KP. Maybe your other center is somebody like Vlade Divac or something like that. You could always potentially buy Kalel if you want to spend less MT as well. He could be one of your centers. You could run him and KP as your centers. A lot of flexibility with what you could do with your MT, but I would definitely sell Harden and probably sell Paul George as well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think those are all great suggestions. The only thing I would do potentially if you wanted to really upgrade that center position, if you're selling the Dark Matter Harden and buying Caruso, you're going to make, like JC said, quite a bit of profit there. If you sell Paul George, also going to make quite a bit of profit there. So I think realistically with a base of 350k and you're not really buying any other cards besides Caruso, I think you go out and get Pink Diamond Wemby. I mean, he's still a top tier center in this game, and I feel like having that #1 center option, a guy that can obviously guard the other Wembys you're going to play in those other tall centers, and just I think he's worth that price tag. He's really not that expensive anymore, and for a team like this, I think making that one big change and getting Pink Diamond Wemby would probably be best for your squad.
Honestly, I'm with that. That's a great idea. I think maybe it would be a great upgrade. So if you wanted to go in that, it would cost probably more of your MT. So it's kind of one of those, like, do you want to spend a lot less MT and have, I mean, you'll have 600k if you just sell those two guys and pick up Kalel Ware and Caruso. You'll have 600-700k MT still. Depends how much you want to spend. Wemby would be the bigger upgrade. My suggestion maybe gives you more MT, not quite as good of a team. Up to you, though, in the direction you want to go with this type of thing. Second squad today comes in from Zonked. What you thinking, Evan?
Well, the first thing I'm seeing is 100 overall Shaq, that's for sure. And I know we talked about it before, but the question is, do you want to sell the 100 overall Shaq? Because he's going for 5 million MT, and with that amount of MT, you can make some crazy, ridiculous upgrades. But, you know, you might want to use him because I don't know if you pulled him from a pack, or I don't know if you're just a huge Shaq fan or whatnot, but obviously he's still one of the best, if not the best cards in this game. So I'm going to give my suggestions if you want to keep him. If you want to sell him, maybe JC can give you those upgrades as well. But okay, point guard position, again, we're probably going to recommend him for maybe every single squad, but that is Galaxy Caruso. He is literally a slightly worse version than Gary Payton. He is so good at the point guard position. I definitely recommend personally over Cade. I know he's unsellable, but I just think Caruso's the much better point guard. For me, though, the glaring issue is the backup power forward and the backup center position. So for backup power forward, again, another card we're probably going to recommend a ton is that Pink Diamond Kalel Ware. He's just so good for his price. And I think if you want to go cheap, you could even just go a Diamond Tyson Chandler. You know, if you're going to keep that Shaq, you still have 2 million MT, but if you want to go cheap, I would recommend a Diamond Tyson Chandler. If you wanted to go more expensive, there's cards like Gobert, Vlade Divac that I think are really good at the center spot. Those would be my like cheaper suggestions, but I'll let JC if he wants to go for maybe the suggestions if you were to sell the 100 overall Shaq.
Okay, awesome. I personally, my opinion, we recorded this already. Evan didn't suggest selling Shaq. I did. It was kind of my opinion that you should sell him. Just because if you sell Shaq, let's say you make 5.5 mil or something like that, and you wind up with I don't know, 6.7 to 7 million MT. That's a ridiculous amount of MT. At that point, yeah, I agree. Caruso's still worth getting. Even with that much MT, I'd still get him over your choice of Reeves or Cade. Pick one of the two to put in your last three and add Caruso into the lineup. Real quickly at shooting guard as well, I'd maybe consider Ricky Davis. I think he's better than Jason Richardson overall. I'd probably consider that upgrade as well, considering Ricky's pretty cheap as well. But the real question is that backup power forward, backup center position. And plus, if you were to sell Shaq, you'd have another power forward spot open. In my opinion, it's really easy. I would get Dark Matter Akeem, Dark Matter Kareem, and run those as your 4 and your 5. Then you move Wemby to your backup center, and then you're set besides your backup power forward. And sure, at that point, you still have probably 4.5 million MT left. I would still probably get Kel'el Ware just because of how good he is for his price. My thought is if you did that, you still have over 4 million MT, no doubt, with like a ridiculous team. And Shaq is a great card, but the amount of like depth that you would have, plus the fact you'd profit over 2 million MT by doing it, in my opinion, that's the direction I'd go. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, this third team comes in from Vincent. He's no money spent, got 800,000 MT. Honestly, I like his point guards a lot. Doesn't look like he has the Pro Pass because he's using non-Pro Pass Roy and he doesn't have Reeves. So that's fine. I totally like the point guards you have right now, to be honest. Unsellable Levine from the win streak and Caruso are really good options. J Rich, again, I'm kind of like, I almost want to say Ricky Davis. I don't know. I just think he gives you a little more size, a little more defense. But small forwards is really where you need to upgrade. A small forward, probably just get Beasley and Bender, I would think, would be the main guys I would suggest anyway. Power forward, I do think you're a Rockets fan. You got a Şengün, you got Akeem, and you have a Rockets logo in your name. So I'm guessing you're probably a Rockets fan. But if you're willing to sell Şengün, I would sell him and pick up Kel'el Ware. I just think Kel'el's cheaper and better. That's my opinion. Again, if you want to keep Şengün as a Rockets fan, I got no flaws with, or no problems with that whatsoever. Is there anything else you would do, Evan?
The only other suggestion, I mean, I would probably go Beasley and Bender as the small forwards, but just to throw another name out there in case you might like this card more, I think Galaxy Silver Rudy Gay is not that expensive, and I think he's maybe just as good as those cards, but I think Beasley and Bender is the cards I would personally go with, just like what JC said. But just going to throw another name out there, Rudy Gay. He's not that expensive. He's definitely under 150K, or he's around 150K, so that's just another name there at the small forward position.
I think that's a good suggestion. You also theoretically could get Pink Diamond Wemby if you wanted to spend the MT.
Good.
Depends if you want to spend the MT or not, though. That would definitely drain your bank account a little bit. And as a no money spent player, obviously, I think it's good to hold on to MT. So maybe you don't, but he would be an upgrade, something to consider. Fourth team, Mushu, 2 million MT. He's got Wemby and kind of a lot of holes, to be honest. What you thinking, Evan?
Yeah, I mean, the first time we did this, I completely missed. He has Austin Reeves. So he has Austin Reeves as his point guard. So again, I'm going to recommend Caruso as your starting point guard. Reeves is your backup point guard. And I wanted to name another small forward, actually. What do we think about either Huda Turkoglu or Jared Wallace? Maybe they're not as good as like a Beasley and a Bender, but what do you think about those cards? I just want to know quickly, because this
Gerald
is a small forward.
Is a beast. His jumper's like hitchy. It's weird. I know you did a gameplay on him already. I did one too. Yeah. What do you think? I thought his jumper was kind of weird.
Well, it's a little bit weird. I thought his leaner was pretty good though.
Yeah, he's got normal fade. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so I liked his leaner. Jump shot a little bit weird. I thought his dribble sigs were pretty good. He had a nice push cross. I think it's a D-book cross.
Yeah, he's got D-book's dribble style. He's pretty solid card. It's not bad.
I just want to give some more suggestions, right? Instead of always naming Beasley and Bender, who are the two best probably options for the small forward position for this kind of price tag, I just want to name some other names. So Jared Wallace, Huda Turkoglu from the new drop, they're really good cards as well. Jared Wallace is a beast defensively. For this team, like again, you're gonna need a new small forward at starting small forward position. So there's like 5 names: Beasley, Bender, Wallace, Huda Turkoglu. Probably a name I'm missing, but yeah, those are like 4 Rudy Gay. All cards I potentially go with 2 million MT at your starting small forward position. I would definitely sell LaMarcus Aldridge. Go pick up Kel'el Ware. You're gonna make profit off that. Easy swap there. And then center position, I'm fine with. I'm fine with Victor Wembanyama, obviously. I'm fine with D-Rob as well. So those are kind of suggestions. Maybe Ricky Davis as well, a new card from the set. I think he's really good, better than Matt Barnes and better than J Rich. So those are kind of my suggestions for your squad.
Yeah, I'm with him. Caruso and Reeves is your point guards. That's a no-brainer. At some point, you'll get B-Roy, so you could run him as one of your shooting guards, run Ricky as your other shooting guard. That feels like an easy one to me. Small forward, again, Morrison's probably got to go. LeBron, I'm fine with keeping. LaMarcus also probably has to go. He's sellable as well, both him and Morrison, which is nice. Again, my favorite small forward is Beasley of that group. That's who I would get. I'd run him and Braun, but up to you on who you really wanted to get. Evan gave you some good names as well. Also, Rudy Gay, who we didn't even mention for this team, is another good option. So kind of pick one of those guys, depending on how much you want to spend and who you like. And then Yeah, power forward Khalil Ware, like Evan said, that's an easy upgrade. I wouldn't really recommend anybody else there. I think this is pretty cut and dry, to be honest. I think Evan did a good job with the suggestions on that one. And then the last team today comes in from Irresistible Cocaine. We'll call you Matt DeGreat. And he's got 350K, says he loves LaMelo, so probably won't sell him. And he's considering selling Giannis, who would sell for a lot. I really like Giannis. I look at this team. I feel like, look, you're level 37. So number one, B. Roy. Again, you're about to get him. He's going to be your best shooting guard. Number two, again, if you want to run Jay Rich, you can. I'd get Ricky Davis personally, and I would sell Corver. I'd probably take Jay Rich out the lineup entirely, but I'd sell Corver either way. Once you get Roy, if you just want to run Jay Rich and save the MT, you could do that as well. Small forward position, I'd probably get rid of Carmelo. Realistically, you could sell Carmelo and Giannis if you wanted to make a lot of MT. You could also just sell Carmelo and move Giannis to your 3 and pick up like a Khalil Ware at the 4. If you wanted to sell Carmelo and Giannis, maybe you go Beasley or Bender or Rudy or one of those many small forwards we named, Gerald Wallace, with Khalil at the 4. McAdoo's great. D-Rob and Gobert is good. I don't know. My thought, I like Vlade over Gobert personally. I like him over D-Rob as well. I might sell Gobert and get Vlade, but that's kind of my thoughts anyway, to make this the best team possible. Is there anything else you would adjust, Evan?
No, to this team, I think your suggestions are pretty much the same that I would make as well. I just wanted to say, the Opal J-Rich, I don't know if you have him on your account, but I feel like he was obviously really good when he came out, and he was like one of the best, if not the best shooting guards. I mean, I know Vince was out at the same time. I think Dr. J was already out. But anyways, they kind of screwed people over with J-Rich because they've been releasing, again, maybe think J-Rich is better, but like you have cards like Drazen, Corver, Ricky Davis, probably missing some names, but like
OG
shooting guards that have been,
Matt Barnes.
yeah, that have been dropping. Yeah, Matt Barnes that are dropping for like 70, 80,000 MT, and they're all better than J Rich. So it's like, I know he's good and he was free, but they kind of have been doing people dirty with that card because I'm sure when people first got him, they were thinking he's gonna be on the team for a while, right? I don't know if he still plays on your team, but probably not.
Not anymore. Nope, he's out of there.
Yeah, those suggestions I agree with as well.
If you wanted to pay a little more MT, you could also get Dr. J. I'll throw that out there at shooting guard instead of Ricky Davis because Dr. J is better. So that's one other thing. But with that being said, that's the final team for the video. I hope y'all did enjoy this one again. Hope y'all been enjoying the collab videos. We're going to keep them coming every Sunday, like I said. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.